I didn't realize I was addicted to comfort because addiction doesn't always look like chaos. Sometimes it looks like a quiet room, a warm bed, and another day that feels exactly like the last one. Nothing was wrong with my life, and that's what scared me the most. I wasn't broke, I wasn't sick, no one was chasing me. I had food when I was hungry, entertainment when I was bored, a phone that could distract me from every uncomfortable thought within seconds. I kept telling myself I was fine. Every morning I woke up without urgency, no pressure, no fire, no reason to move faster. I told myself I deserved peace, I deserved rest. But deep down I wasn't resting, I was hiding. My days followed a soft, painless routine. Wake up, scroll, eat, watch something, think about doing something meaningful, then decide to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week became next year. And the scariest part is that nothing forced me to change. Comfort never screams, it whispers. It says, "You can do it later." It says, "You're still young." It says, "You've been through enough. Take it easy." And I listened. I watched other people chase things. I told myself they were obsessed, or lucky, or just different from me. I convinced myself I didn't want what they wanted, but that wasn't true. I wanted more. I just didn't want to feel uncomfortable getting it. Comfort gave me an illusion of safety. As long as I stayed where I was, nothing bad would happen, but nothing good would happen either. Days started blending together. I couldn't remember what made one week different from another. I stopped measuring time and progress and started measuring it in episodes, videos, and distractions. At night, when everything went quiet, that's when it hit me. Not loudly, not dramatically. Just a simple, heavy thought. If nothing changes, this is my life. Same room, same habits, same conversations with myself. I realized comfort hadn't made me happy, it had made me numb. I wasn't exhausted from doing too much. I was exhausted from doing nothing that mattered. Comfort slowly erased my hunger, not my hunger for food, my hunger for meaning, for growth, for becoming someone I could respect. And the worst part, I helped it happen. Every time I chose ease over effort, every time I avoided discomfort, every time I said, "I'll start when I feel ready," I thought motivation would save me one day, that I'd wake up different, that something inside me would suddenly switch on. It never did. Because comfort kills motivation before it's even born. The turning point wasn't a big failure, it wasn't a dramatic breakdown, it was a mirror. I caught my reflection one random day and felt nothing. No pride, no excitement, just a quiet disappointment I couldn't ignore anymore. I asked myself a question I had been avoiding for years. Is this really the best I'm willing to do with my life? There was no excuse left. Comfort had protected me from pain, yes, but it had also protected me from growth, from struggle, from becoming sharper, stronger, more alive. I finally understood something no one ever warned me about. Comfort isn't a reward, it's a trap. It doesn't lock the door. It convinces you not to leave. It tells you that suffering is unnecessary. But what it really does is trade short-term peace for long-term regret, and regret is heavier than effort ever will be. I didn't change overnight. I didn't suddenly become disciplined or fearless. I just stopped running from discomfort. I chose one small, uncomfortable action, then another, then another. Not because I felt ready, but because I was tired of feeling empty. I started doing things I didn't feel like doing, waking up when it was uncomfortable, sitting with boredom instead of escaping it, letting myself feel the friction of effort again. And something strange happened. The more discomfort I accepted, the more alive I felt. The more resistance I faced, the more respect I had for myself. Comfort had made my world small. Discomfort slowly made it bigger. I'm not saying comfort is evil. Rest matters, peace matters. But living there forever will cost you everything you could have been. If you're listening to this and your life feels fine, be careful. Fine is dangerous. Fine is where dreams go to sleep and never wake up. If nothing is pushing you, you're probably not growing. And if you're not growing, you're quietly choosing a future that looks exactly like today. One day you'll wake up and realize years passed without resistance, without risk, without movement. And that realization hurts more than any hard day ever could. Comfort will never ask you who you want to become, but life will, and one day it will demand an answer.